זה אשכנזים אוכלים גפילטע פיש
So now, some communities do not hold and say the seeds is boiled. Now, when I take seed, do I take the number one is the way to eat it? It's the derech achilato, the way of eating. So not a problem. Number two, do I take the good or the bad part? The good. I'm going to the good part and taking it, right? All the rest is garbage. Now, after you put it, there's a question if it's muktzeh or not, because it's not edible anymore.
You have to spit it out, right?
No, you don't have to spit it out, but you have to, when you have to put it there, and then it's the question now if this is muktzeh or not. Now, because to be muktzeh, it has to do with this not eatable by animal. It's also a question. You know why? It's a question. Sometimes the seeds have salt and the little white thing on it, right? The white peel. And some people eat it. So if it's good for people, it's good for animals also. But let's say it doesn't have it, such as pistachio. After I take the pistachio, I'm still allowed to, right? I'm breaking it. I'm taking the good part. And then I have the shell on my hands. I want to throw it to the garbage. Now I have something. If I put it on the table, by the way, I won't be able to move it afterwards. It's muktzeh, because even a dog and even a cow, they're not going to eat it. You put a shell of pistachio to a cow, it's going to eat it? It's going to do this? What is it? Right? It's going to be mad at you. So it's not going to eat it. So muktzeh is everything in food that a cow or a dog or an animal would not eat. So that's right when we become to be muktzeh. Then what do we do? So we're going to leave it entire Shabbat? So if it's Friday night I ate pistachio, then I have to leave all the shells on my table for the entire Shabbat? So what do we do?
Well, you have the plastic.
Which plastic?
You have the throwaway plastic that you just wrap up.
The plastic, okay, you're talking about the plate?
No, talking about the whole entire
table.
Yeah, but it's muktzeh. Still, you cannot lift it. It's muktzeh. You have cow? So did they eat? I asked, did your cow eat pistachios shells?
אם אתה מערבב להם אותם בשר, כן.
You're tricking them?
כן. שואל, מה?
No, as is.
אם תערובת.
No, as is. They eat?
לא נראה לי.
You don't? Okay, so it's muktzeh.
If you need the room, can't you move some muktzeh?
Some muktzeh, only muktzeh that you can move it if it's a kli shemelachto leisur. Then if you need for its place or for its own thing, then you can move it. But you cannot move this muktzeh. You cannot move any muktzeh you want. It doesn't work that way. There are a few types of muktzeh. We're going to get
this is on something that isn't muktzeh. Then you can move that item.
Depends what's more important also. There are a lot of fruits in it. Ben Ish Chai say, for example, if you have a drawer and you have muktzeh and not muktzeh in the drawer, then it's muktzeh. You're not allowed to move it. Because everything was muktzeh. Remember, everything was muktzeh before Shabbat, and Shabbat enters, stays muktzeh for the entire Shabbat. Then מגוד יתקצה, מבין השמשות יתקצה לכל היום. Since it was with בין השמשות, entire Shabbat. So what do we do? What do we do?
Put it on a plate with a piece of bread.
If I put it on the plate just like that, if I put it on a plate or on a cup or anything like that, what do I do right now? I'm doing another problem. I'm causing another problem. What is the problem? This is keli, right? If I'm gonna put right now the shells of the pistachio, then I'm canceling this keli from being keli because now I put muktzeh, and we mentioned before that everything you put muktzeh on it, they're going to be also muktzeh, right? If I have a TV on this table, right away this table is going to be muktzeh, right? So now I put the shells inside and I cancel this keli because right now this is also muktzeh. So what do? I take a piece of food. I don't want to eat anymore. It's a cucumber, piece from the salad, something, and a little bit of bread maybe. Put it there. Now I'm lifting it for the bread. I'm allowed to. because the animal will eat it. Yeah, will eat bread. So I'm allowed to eat the entire thing. Okay? And to lift the entire thing. Okay, so then I can take it and take it to the garbage like this.
We're not concerned about ball tashkit.
No. But tashkit, we're concerned about, number one, you take something that you don't eat anymore, left over from your plate, that anyway you're not going to eat. And also it's for a need, not for nothing. You don't want to cancel clean Chanukah and Shabbat. It's also not too bad. Okay?
So that's why it's okay when you put it on the tablecloth and you roll it with all
If
the
you have-
other
you-
stuff. If there's other
If you
stuff,
have a little bit more food, a little bit leftovers, then
you're okay.
now there are a lot
אם
of
יצא מצב שלא נשאר.
אין דבר כזה. אין, לא?
אנשים תקחו את
So
הכל, הילדים אכלו הכל.
take a little bit, a
שעוד
little
דבר.
piece in the salad.
לא נשאר. שעוד דבר.
Nothing?
לא, רק היה קליפות יש. היה יותר.
No, you need to do it before you put the piece. You need to do it before you put the shells. You need to put in the plate or in the cup before you put.
Not after.
Yeah, not after, before. If after, what did you do? You already canceled the kidney. So you have to do it before, ahead of time.
So that's why if you do it on the table, you already have leftovers on the table.
And you have
you're
the
throwing it
tablecloth
out.
only. If you don't have tablecloth, what do you do?
עם היד ככה.
You have to lift. You have to lift the table. That's what's in Shulchan Aruch. You have to lift the table and let everything fall down to the floor. Now back on the day, they didn't have tile like today, so they didn't have a problem. Today we have tile. Who's gonna want all the shells and everything on the floor?
הרובוט.
A robot? You robot? Okay? All right. Where are we? Oh.
חוץ לארץ.
When you're peeling the seed, the moment that you take the seed out of the shell, doesn't the shell itself become muksa? So when you're taking it and you're putting it on your plate,
As long as it's in your hands, no problem.
why?
Any muktzah that got to your hand, now this has got your hand in a kosher way, didn't get your hand in a non-kosher way. Any muktzah that came to your hands, you can move it all over the place and to the place you need. For example, let's say right now your kid is coming and running to you with this muktzah. Abba, put it on your hand. Oh, that's it, it's in your hand. Now you would think, I have to throw it away. Just like that, right? No. As long as it's in my hands, now I can take it to wherever I need and put it in the place. Okay? That's what's Halacha says. Okay. ברוך אתה אדוני. אלוהינו מלך העולם שהכל נהיה בגללו.
Amen.
Okay, עכשיו, let's say that the afronim, the peas and the food and all the shuid, everything is roasted. So when it's roasted, you see the peel breaking out and you see both the inside and the shell itself, right? And some people eat it, right? So then you're allowed to peel them. Because this is the way to eat them, you're allowed to peel them. Because they're both good, it's not bad and good and bad, they're both good for eating. So no problem, you will be allowed to break them in Shabbat. Now, then we got a problem with nuts. Right? We got a problem with nuts. Botnim, right? Botnim is nuts. Okay. Nuts are gonna be a problem. When? I'm not talking about when they're with the red cover. Red peel. You know the big one?
Or the peanuts.
The peanuts?
Yeah.
Now you got a situation here. Right? On one hand, you would say that you're not allowed to peel it because this is something that used to come from the manufacturer. Most likely we buy it broken already.
No,
Well,
it's
maybe-
not though.
In the old days, they used to.
In the old
they used
days,
to buy it
in
with
the old
shells.
days, they used to buy
Go
it.
to baseball games and
Even now, there's.
yeah, you still do. I mean,
Right.
not.
But they're roasted though.
I personally like it better in the peels.
Really?
Yeah, I like peeling it myself. I don't know why.
Yeah. But they're already like roasted, but they don't like pop open or anything. But the shells are like real soft.
The problem is because today most of the people sell it peeled already. So now we have a problem because it's come out of the manufacturer peeled. Therefore, we have a problem. But since it's still a lot of places do sell it with the shell, then it's considered that that's the way of eating, and we're allowed to eat it. But we're not talking about the red. The red, anytime you can peel it. So, halachically, we're allowed to peel peanuts. Okay, halachically, we're allowed to peel. Just so you know that there is a discussion about it, but you're allowed to. Okay, let's talk about squeezing fruits and vegetables and stuff like that in Shabbat, because it's also dash, it's also melechet. We're breaking out the inside to outside, right from the outside, shell or cover or peel or anything. So we're gonna divide it by 3 groups, okay? 3 groups. Group number 1 is olives and grapes, which those 2 are from the Torah, the Oraita, and because in the Mishkan they used to use one for olive, one for grapes, grape juice, they used to do wine, so they used to squeeze them. Everything that was in the Mishkan, 39 melachot, we're not allowed to do, right? So they used to squeeze them. So those 2 are from the Torah, the Oraita. Okay, group number 1. Group number 2, you're talking about strawberries, pomegranates, which we're not allowed to do them because of rabbinical law. Not from the Torah, but rabbinical law. And group number 3 is words that I don't even know how to think about them in English. You also don't know how to think about them.
למה אתה ככה?
פגעים,
מה זה בעברית קודם?
פרישים, עוזרדים, חבושים. זה... I don't even know how to where to start.
מה זה בעברית?
Google it.
This is a group, this type of fruits. There's no way to squeeze them. Nothing comes out. So anyway, you're allowed to, because nothing's come out. So we're not afraid you come and squeeze them. Types of vegetables. Yeah, there's no way you're gonna come to squeeze them.
אבל יוצא מהם משהו.
יוצא מהם שום דבר.
כשאתה שם אותם בתה, יוצא מהם טעם.
טעם. Nothing comes out of it. Nothing. You do this, nothing comes out. Okay, so the third group is a type of vegetables. Whatever you do, it's not like cucumber. Don't imagine something like that. Imagine something like, you know, it's chabushim. What is chabushim? Chabushim is chabushim in English. I give it 2 seconds.
קוויניס?
Huh?
Quince?
Quince.
What's that?
קווינס.
Quince.
What's quince?
I don't,
It's like a mixture between
I don't
an
think-
apple and a pear.
yeah, but I don't think they're very.
למצוא לך תמונה?
They don't have too
They
many
don't
here.
have them, really.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
It's like green or yellow, and I think it's around, and it's very sour, bitter. You have to cook it.
יש חיבה כזאת.
These types of fruits, vegetables, nothing comes out of them. Therefore, you allowed to. Okay, because you're not gonna come to do it.
Well,
Anyway.
when you squeeze it with your hand,
No.
it's like
No, it's like an apple.
you could
זה
squeeze the
ממנו.
juice out of it if you use like a
Nothing
blender.
will happen.
רבנו זה?
We're talking about like a carrot.
נעבור בגלל זה רחוק.
Yeah.
זה זה? אבל זה ממש פרי, כאילו. חבוש? מה שאוכלים בראש השנה.
זה לא חמוש.
מה לא, זה חבושים, זה ריבת חבושים. מה?
טוב, זה ריבה. טוב, you
אבל
understand.
זה הפרי.
לא חשוב. בוא נתקדם. You understand, okay? So this is the third group that you allowed to...
Quince, yeah.
Okay.
זה רבנו.
That's a quince.
Okay.
They're nice.
אז זה. הלאה. So, if we squeeze grapes to do wine, if we squeeze olive to do oil, whether if we squeeze it with our hand, whether we did it with any type of tool, device, machine, whatever, even if you could imagine allowed in Shabbat the machine, not electric, hand, still it's not allowed from the Torah because you consider breaking up, mefarek, melechet mefarek. You're breaking up. This is melechet dash because they are standing for squeezing. It's both fruits, olive and grade, the same for squeezing, therefore we're not allowed to do it. Okay, this is in Shabbat. There's a question if we're allowed to put it in our mouth and squeeze it with our mouth, like just like it. Halacha kli, some say yes, some say no. Maran Shulchan Aruch say you're allowed. It doesn't count because you're allowed to eat it. You're not squeezing it, and you're not collecting it to any tool or anything, to any keli, right? Okay.
יש עניין להחמיר בזה?
כן, מרן אומר, הלך you're allowed, but be מחמיר because the oraita, so don't do it. Still, you're allowed to הלך כלי, but be a מחמיר, be harder on yourself and don't do it. In this specific food, but all the rabbinical, no problem. Okay, such as
grapes and olives. That's it.
Okay.
Shouldn't suck on them.
Okay.
Just chew.
Okay. What about the rest? Yeah, the strawberries, the pomegranates, and all these types that similar to those fruits.
Basically, all fruits and juice will come
All fruits,
outside the-
all fruits other than these two, you're not allowed rabbinical. Those are the representative of the pomegranate and the strawberries. Those are representing other fruits that has liquid inside, juice inside. So they're representing apple, they're representing
Pear.
pear, orange, all these fruits that you can squeeze, and by squeezing you can get liquid out of it. So those are not allowed by rabbinic.
So you can't eat those
No,
during
you can eat. I'm talking about squeezing, making a juice,
making a juice on Shabbat.
making a juice on Shabbat. Okay, you're not allowed to squeeze and make a juice. We're gonna speak soon.
What about lemons?
למה? מותר לעשות
Yeah,
כאלה.
same.
We're gonna speak
Is that
soon.
sweets, lemons, to make food like a salad?
We're gonna speak soon if you allow lemon on.
זה לאט.
Okay, let's distinguish between putting a lemon, squeezing a lemon to food, and squeezing a lemon to drink, to lemonade. It's different, okay? And also, when you want to do lemonade, there is a way you're allowed to do it. There's a machloket between Ben Ish Chai and Rav Ovadia. If you do it, Ben Ish Chai say first put the sugar, and then put on the lemon, right? So then you put it on food. So no problem. Just make sure you don't have 2 cups of lemon and only one spoon of sugar, yeah? But yeah, put the sugar and then lemon and then you can put the water.
According to the Ben Ish Chai.
Ben Ish Chai. Rav Ovadia say you're allowed to put it because the bottom line is for you are going to make it, to put sugar and to make a lemonade fruit. We're gonna speak about it soon, okay? I think it's in the next page.
אם אתה לא שם בלימונדה סוכר, אין אפשרות? אתה עושה רק לימונדה, מים ולימון?
Rav Ovadia allow anyway.
אז אין בעיה.
Even without.
עוד בלי סוכר.
By Ben Ish Chai, no.
יש.
Rav Ovadia allows only.
אין לנו על הדברי מה.
Let's see. Yeah, there you go. The reason they allowed limon is because it's written. There's no. People don't tend to drinking like that, and all the other fruits that we didn't allow to people. You can do smoothie out of it. You can drink it just like that, right? Squeeze it and drink it. But lemon, nobody used to.
What about with water?
Water?
Lemon, just water.
Yeah, hot water. People drink hot water and lemon.
No problem, because it's not the way. Derech haolam. Therefore, you're allowed to. You're allowed to do.
Let's say there was sore throat on Shabbat. Could you do, most people do a mixture of lemon and honey.
No
Honey
problem.
is food. You
No,
add-
no problem. No. Lemon anyway, without food. Lemon without food. Ben Ish Chai, I think this is the right way to do. But maybe Rav Ovadia Mekel, because he say, But Rav Ovadia say you can do just squeeze it to the cup and then add whatever you want and do, because it's not the way of the word. It's not. I saw Maran Shulchan Aruch. Ben Ish Chai said let's stay careful. Okay, let's put the sugar first and make sure you're putting the liquid on top of the food, and then afterwards you can mix it, no problem. Okay? Okay, it's in the next page. We're gonna get it. So, okay, so all the other fruits, with strawberries and pomegranates, representing all the other fruits that has liquid in them, and we are not allowed to do it, only if rabbinical. Okay, rabbinical. And all of them, why the rabbi says, so we won't come to squeeze grapes and olives. Yeah. This is the reason. So we won't come to squeeze. Okay? So all the gzerot chachamim, remember all the fences that chachamim put, so we won't make the avera from the Torah, so they make fences around. Sometimes with the fences we can get around somehow because it's not the karadin. Really, chachamim didn't care of you squeezing orange. You just were afraid if you squeeze orange every day, including Shabbat, one day you're gonna come to squeeze olive and grape, right? Because you're not gonna know the difference. You're not gonna distinguish between this and that. So they will stay careful. But in some ways you can overlap whatever they allow us. Okay? All right. Okay, let's see about fruits that the world do not squeeze it usually. Okay, not derech haolam to squeeze them. So, therefore, because it's not the way of the world to squeeze them, you're allowed to. Because we want to prevent this already too far, it's too far from getting the grapes and the olives, which are these two, and then you go another step here, this is the fruits that the world used to squeeze them because they like to drink, so we're not allowed. Now this is another part, and the fruits that people used to not squeeze them. It's too far from here to come to that. It's far. It's a long way to go. Therefore, fruits and vegetables that usually people don't tend to squeeze them, then we're allowed to squeeze them. No problem, not even from rabbinical. Okay? Rabbis went on the most likely or most probable way. So it's very probable you're gonna squeeze orange. Therefore, I will tell you don't do it, so you won't get used to squeeze also the olives and the grapes. However, as this you're not used to do it, so therefore they didn't make a fence around it. Okay. Okay, so now that's why we came to the conclusion before with the lemon. Let's see. Maran Shulchan Aruch say you're allowed to squeeze lemon in Shabbat. Has two reasons for it. Reason number one, because it's not the way of people to drink lemon juice by itself, but only with the mixing of anything else. And Chazal say that you're not allowed to squeeze just things that you can drink by itself as is. Okay? Orange I can drink as is. Lemon I cannot drink as is. So I have to do another step. So Chazal didn't make a fence around it. Number two, the gzera of Chachamim was, the fence of Chachamim was only in a case that you going to drink it as is and not mixed with something. It looks similar to the first one, but it's not exactly as the first one. Okay, so in the time of Maran, when Maran said that you're allowed to squeeze, they used to, it's written here that they used to squeeze the lemons with water, not into an empty cup or an empty bowl or anything like that. They used to squeeze into water. So it's not a problem, because you mix it with something else. It's not the way to drink it like that. But today, when some people squeeze it to an empty cup, this is become to be a problem. As a result, we have the achronim, because we live in Maran was there, it was different. Today it's different actions and different behavior of people, so we have to go to the achronim. So let's see on, which is Rabbi הרב בן ציון אבא שאול, he say, עיקר הדין, really from the עיקר הדין is you allowed to, but if you be מחמיר, if you be hard on yourself, you תעבור עליך הברכה, you be blessed if you won't do it in Shabbat. הרב עובדיה say, you're allowed to squeeze the lemon under any circumstance. Yeah. With sugar, without sugar, to an empty cup, onto water, onto whatever you want. Okay? Ben Ish Chai say, you're not allowed to squeeze the lemon into an empty cup, and with him is Kaf HaChaim, and as a result of it also Menuchat Ha'ava, saying the same thing, you're not allowed to squeeze it into an empty cup. Ben Ish Chai Kotev, it's written in the Ben Ish Chai book, that you're allowed to do it only in the Rashi Tevot Sulam. Sulam is leather, right? But Sulam is Samech Sukar, sugar, yeah? Lamed, lemon, and Mem, mine. So, Sulam, Sukar, then lemon, then mine. That's how we remember it. Sulam, Sukar, lemon, mine. Okay? So it's only in this way. But if you do it any other way, then it's not allowed to do it. Okay. Chazon Ish writes that it's not allowed because you know that the final reason you do it is to do mashke, to do a liquid, and you're not allowed to do it, but none of the Achronim accepted his opinion. So we go with the Rav Ovadia or Ben Ish Chai. So let's make it let's conclude and make it easy. If you go by Rav Ovadia, you can do it however you want. You can just take it, squeeze it into an empty cup, squeeze it into a cup with water, squeeze it into a cup with sugar, however you want, okay? If you go by Ben Ish Chai, you put sugar first, then you squeeze the lemon, so because all these fruits that we said that we're not allowed to squeeze them, is not a squeeze for liquid, but if you squeeze them on food, that's okay. Okay, so if I squeeze something on food, that's okay. Alright? So that's why you put the sugar first, and then you squeeze it on food, not a problem. And then you put the water, so it's sulam. Sukar, lemon, man. Sugar, lemon, water.
Has to be a food that absorbs the liquid. Like a salad might not absorb, like it might.
אליו.
גם פה אומר שיש עניין להחמיר או ש...
מה?
הרב עובדיה אומר שיש עניין להחמיר ולעשות כמו בן איש חי או של אין עניין?
אני לא רואה שהוא כותב בו נחם. אתה תחמיר, אתה מתחמיר. טוב, הלאה, next. Pickles. What about pickles? Are we allowed to squeeze pickles and stuff like that?
No one does that.
תימנים.
Let's say I have cucumber, right?
תימנים עושים את זה.
Pickled cucumber or eggplant is fried egg. I'm allowed to squeeze it as long as I'm not aiming to use the liquid that comes out of it. Okay? I'm allowed to. Right, no big deal. What is the reason for that? The reason is that the liquid inside the pickled cucumber wasn't there at the beginning. It's not I'm breaking something that belongs to it. It wasn't there in the beginning. So it's just added. Yeah, so that's why I'm allowed to take it out. But if it was there at the beginning, then I'm not allowed to do it. Right? Okay. We have few conditions to squeeze into a food. Not to liquid up, into a food. A few conditions. Condition number one. When we going to do now we allowed lemon to squeeze because only because lemon is a type of fruit that you don't drink it as is, right? But the fruits that you drink them as is, they're not allowed rabbinical, and those two are from the Torah, right? So now we're talking about the ones that not allowed from rabbinical to squeeze them, because you can drink the liquid come out of it as is, the juice. Okay? So condition number one that we're allowed to squeeze is if I'm squeezing the fruit into a direct food. Okay, directly to the food. Not to another juice, not to an empty cup or plate or anything, on the food itself. Number two, not even to a cup, that from the cup I'm going to move it to the food. So not second hand. Okay? You could think, no, I'm going to do it for the food. I'm doing it for the food, right? I'm squeezing here, but I'm doing it for the food. So no, you have to do it directly to the food. And right away, not 1, 2. Okay? Not second hand. And condition number 3, which is belongs to your question, is that most of the liquid will be absorbed by the food itself. Okay? Or if it came to make the food better taste, the food itself, maybe not absorb all the way, but makes it looks better. Not that you want to enjoy the liquid itself, okay? But you want to make the food be better. So in this case, the third, okay? So in salad, for example, maybe it's not absorbing, it's a little bit absorbing, not everything, but I don't do it for the lemon or for the orange, for example. I don't do it for the orange, I do it for the food itself, so I'm allowed. Okay? Another one, 4, you need to use your hands. Even though you may use any type of machine that is not electronically, but machine that you can squeeze, you're not allowed to use it in Shabbat. So it gotta be with your hands. Okay? Okay. Okay, so are we allowed to squeeze olives and grapes into a food?
No.
Yes, we are.
Really?
Yeah. This is for the food. By the conditions we mentioned.
I thought that was only for the rabbinical. It's also for the Doraita?
Yeah. We go by these conditions, 4 conditions. So if I'm doing it only for the food, and in case that I'm not gonna put more liquid than food, right? It's gonna either for the food to make it better taste, or for it's absorbing most of the liquid absorbed by the food, then I'm allowed. Okay. Obviously, we do the conditions, not squeezing to third party. Squeeze right away. Directly.
Who's gonna squeeze? Who's gonna squeeze olives and grapes?
Grapes, maybe you want to do grapes. Sometimes people do in a fruit salad, right?
Yeah, but you're not gonna, if you cut them maybe, but you're not gonna squeeze them.
You never know. You want to do something, so you're taking a bunch in your hands and do this and start having some grape juice.
Just put it from the bottle.
Halacha, it's allowed. Who's going to squeeze anything in Shabbat? Nobody going to. But you know, we need to know the halachot. Halacha, it's allowed. Obviously, if we can squeeze these two, then we're allowed to squeeze all the rest, right, into a food.
So we could do that, but we can't squeeze it in our mouth. We shouldn't squeeze it in our mouth.
To your mouth?
Yeah.
Halachically you're allowed, but it's to be machmir. Okay, and then again, with the condition we mentioned, it's come to fix the food, or most of it going to be absorbed by the food. Okay, so don't leave me, don't put something very little here of food. I'm going to squeeze a cup of liquid of juice. you an example. If I have an orange and I have a mashed banana, and I want to put an orange, I want to squeeze it, and I'm not squeezing it into a cup, I'm squeezing it right away to the mashed banana. Most of it obviously gonna absorb by the banana, then I'm allowed to do it in Shabbat. Okay, not a problem. So remember, we're not allowed to squeeze it for liquid, but we're allowed to squeeze it directly into the food. Okay, as long as it's for the food, or going to be absorbed, most of it by the food. Most of it. I don't need 100%. I need most, 60%, 70%. Okay, majority.
You want to squeeze like an orange into your beer? Or
Into your beer?
There's a sour orange. It's kind of like a lemon.
This is no, you're not allowed because orange is into another liquid.
But does it matter that this orange is sour and you wouldn't drink the orange alone?
The orange is the way of people to eat, to drink oranges. It's very famous. Oranges is very, right? Okay. Another example, for example, we used to when we eat fish in Shabbat. Some people like it with lemon. You like to squeeze the lemon on the fish.
Yeah.
Allowed or not?
Yeah, it's
Number one
food.
comes to make it better taste.
Yeah.
Number two, sound
Gets
absorbed,
absorbed.
right? Squeeze out. Another example, lemon on avocado. Have a mashed
Yeah.
avocado. Put lemon on it. Absorb it, right? And it's for the food, so we allowed. Okay? Alright. Okay, let's think about fruits that they release liquid without me doing it, without me squeezing them. Some fruits you put in and they release liquid without us to push them down. Okay, so let's say if I put olives or grapes on a net, and it's dripping, right? They're dripping. Can I? This is from the grapes. The grapes are dripping, right? And drop, and after 5 hours, I come and I see that I have a cup. Okay, so can I drink it in Shabbat or not? I didn't know anything. I was there before Shabbat. I didn't know anything.
Was there before Shabbat?
Yeah, just in Shabbat is drip. Am I allowed or no?
It's a guess, but I think yes. It's before Shabbat.
Okay, then really you're not allowed to. Why we're not allowed to? Because it's muktzeh. It wasn't something that it wasn't there before. Right? So you couldn't aim on this wine. You couldn't say I'm gonna do kiddush with this wine because it wasn't there. It's like egg. We spoke about egg. Is the
You said it was
muktzeh?
happening before Shabbat, so someone was
No,
there.
you put it before Shabbat, but it dripped in Shabbat.
The liquid.
So if it started dripping before Shabbat, then it would be okay?
It's still no.
Why? Because
You don't know which one. You don't know which one. You can say this half is before Shabbat, this half is after Shabbat. You know, it's liquid, it's together. So eggs, we spoke about last time, right? Eggs that you are want to eat them in Shabbat. If you saw them before, let's say I see 2 eggs here, and I come tomorrow before Shabbat, and I come tomorrow, I see 2 eggs. I'm allowed to eat them. I'm allowed to take them. However, if now I see 4 eggs, or 3 eggs,
And how are you gonna eat them on Shabbat? Raw?
It's a good question.
You're not gonna be able to cook them.
Right? Right, then you're not allowed to touch it.
I mean, some people drink them raw, I guess.
No, yeah, but let's say I just wanna drink it, the coconut milk, okay?
Yeah.
But if I see three, I'm not allowed to touch them because I don't know which one of them is. One of them is muktzeh,
Not, yeah.
and everything that has hater has a permission after Shabbat to use. Then we're not afraid to say they're not all not allowed. They're all not allowed. We're not afraid because they're not allowed now, but be allowed afterwards. Therefore, we forbid everything. But if I see no eggs and then I see one, then I know that it's muktzeh because I couldn't aim on it before. I couldn't even think about it before. And if you couldn't think about it before, then it's not to Shabbat because you couldn't think. So we say it's getting to Shabbat as muktzeh, it stays muktzeh for the Pesach.
If two of the three eggs that you saw on Shabbat, the two that you saw before Shabbat, you recognize as siman.
Unless it's marked.
Oh yeah, siman.
Spray.
You know for sure.
You spray them.
You know for sure it's those two out of that three. No.
For sure it's sprayed. They wrote something. Or put a sticker.
Some sort of siman.
Allowed. Yeah, no problem. For sure. For sure. But if you just say, I know, I recognize the size. That's gonna be hard.
Are you talking raw eggs or hard-boiled eggs?
Neither no. Maybe you wanna drink because golden mobile. No. You wanna
Right.
for your throat.
For the throat.
For your throat.
People drink raw eggs
They're
for
not cooking
throat.
for Shabbat anyway.
But you can have hard-boiled eggs on Shabbat.
Hard.
You
You-
cook them
if they-
before
oh, yeah, no
Shabbat,
problem,
they're
yeah.
in the refrigerator. You can crack the
No
peel
problem.
and serve them on Shabbat.
No problem.
But now, I have another question. I heard that certain foods, once they're peeled, like onions and eggs,
Right.
you can't use again. So what about
Overnight.
like egg salad? You know, like you make egg salad
And
before.
if all this zerot, if you put any type of spice,
Oh,
oil, or
okay.
anything like that, you're allowed.
Okay.
Once you change its form into a salad, it's not an egg anymore, and it's not an onion anymore. It's not,
Not
a garlic.
only, even the half onion. You can put a bit oil on top, and it's allowed.
Oh, you put oil on it.
Okay, oil, or if it's with the peel. Also. See you, Be'ezrat Hashem, next week. Thank you very much.
Next week is the fast.
Oh, right, in 2 weeks.